Welcome everyone to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today we are gonna be talking about the presentation of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Also, we're gonna be talking about how Ronald Araujo could be in danger. His future might be pending off a cliff, and also how the Spanish Federation has supported the cause against the CVC agreement. They are one of us. So without further ado, guys, let's get into today's show, and we are going to be talking about how Luis Rubiales, the president of the Spanish Federation, is joining the legal battle of Real Madrid, Football Club Barcelona, and also Athletic Club de Bilbao against the CVC agreement. This agreement that is unfaithful, that is unloyal, and that is taking advantage of the clubs of La Liga. Now that they are in a deep economical situation, a difficult situation for all these clubs, well, Javier Tebas, the president of La Liga, and the CVC are coming in, right, and bribing some of these teams in order to get advantage, to take profits for the next 50 years of some of these clubs, right? And this is exactly what Luis Rubiales is going up against. He is joining the legal battle, and he is claiming it is an unfaithful and unloyal contract, basically, that these clubs, these small clubs that are praying for some money now, some injections of money, are signing. Obviously, big clubs like Barcelona, Madrid, Athletic Club de Bilbao are against it, and Luis Rubiales is joining them. So, guys, if the CVC agreement is false, then all these clubs will have to return the money. Some of them are already spending it. It could be a big problem, actually. Moving on to the big plate of the day, guys, Aubameyang. Aubameyang was presented today as a new Football Club Barcelona player. The presentation went pretty well. Typical performance, you know, they bring the player to Camp Nou, they show him, he does a couple touches here and there with the ball. Also, there's a press conference. In fact, I think in the press conference we could see Aubameyang speaks a very good Spanish. Well, not like a native, but he speaks very well, I must say. And I could see that he has some experience in football, obviously 32 years old. And I like one thing about Aubameyang is the fact that he seems like a smart guy. Actually, he seems like a smart guy, you know, with his hair, with his swag. Maybe you could judge him a bit without actually listening to him, and you must say, oh, this guy must be some sort of, I don't know, not fool, but, you know, he doesn't look like, whoa, like a nerd, you know what I mean? But I listened to him, and he seems pretty smart. What can provide Aubameyang to Football Club Barcelona? First of all, he can provide goal. Guys, we need goal. He is a goal scorer. This guy is a goal scorer. He scores goals. In 163 games with Arsenal, he scored 92 goals and gave 21 assists. I think it's pretty good. Also, speed, guys, and versatility. He can play in the center forward, and he can play in the left wing. I think that is good, that is needed. Also, is very flexible. He's not those kind of strikers that stay in the box and just don't move and wait for the ball to arrive, you know. He basically moves around and he finds the spaces. I think this is good. He fits really well into the game of position that Xavi is going to want to play. And in fact, Arteta, for those who don't know, is the coach of Arsenal. He was the second coach of Guardiola in Manchester City not too long ago, a few years ago. Arteta knows the game of possession of Pep Guardiola, of Xavi Hernandez, of Football Club Barcelona. Aubameyang also was coached by Arsene Wenger. He was also a supporter of this kind of game, right? I think that Aubameyang knows some bit of the game of possession, and it's not going to be like a lost fish in a pond, you know what I mean? So he's going to adapt quickly, in my belief. Obviously, this is my opinion, right? But coming from the facts that already exist. So let me know, guys, what do you think about Aubameyang? Do you think that he's going to be a good player for Football Club Barcelona, or do you think that he's going to be a failure? Let's remind ourselves that he's earning pretty much nothing, this player, right? Pretty much nothing. All right, let's move on to Ronald Araujo, guys, because You've seen it in the title. You've seen it in the thumbnail. Ronald Araujo's future is in danger. And you must say, why is in danger? He's one of the best players that we have, most promising players that we have. Well, right now, his contract is ending very soon. And Barcelona have proposed a renewal offer and he rejected it. Obviously, Barcelona know that the player wants to stay in the club. However, he rejected the offer and still we haven't proposed a new deal. I have a good feeling about this. I don't think that Araujo is going to be leaving by any means, but there is a little problem, and that little problem is this picture here. In this picture, guys, we could see the man dressing in blue with the black beard. He is the agent of Ronald Araujo, and the other person, I don't think I need to mention him. I don't even think I need to say his name, right? You guys all know who he is. He is Mr. Pep Guardiola. Well, this is a picture taken, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but basically the agent of Ronald Araujo and Guardiola had dinner together. They had dinner together. And in the club and here in Barcelona, we're all starting to worry a bit, right? I mean, Manchester City, they have it's like a Barcelona away from Barcelona, you know what I mean? And Guardiola, they have an attractive project over there, they have money, and apparently Manchester City would be interested in Ronald Araujo. I'm going to be positive, I'm not going to be pessimistic, guys, but this picture, I don't like it one bit. Although, I must say that Pep Guardiola, guys, Pep Guardiola is a big Barcelona fan, and I don't think that he's going to steal any players from us. I think that's the last thing that he would do. In fact, he's giving us players. Like Eric Garcia, like Ferran Torres, you know. He's making it easy for players to join Barcelona, not depart, right? But Ronald Araujo, as we said, still hasn't renewed, and is possibly one of the biggest duties of Jordi Cruyff, of Joan Laporta, or of Mateu Alemany, now that the transfer window is shut, okay? So let's get into that, because Xavi Hernandez, guys, Xavi Hernandez has a big challenge now that this 2022 is starting, and we need to qualify ourselves for the Champions League, we need to compete in the Europa League, and I think that Barcelona are starting to see some sort of a comeback, right? I believe that we are in some sort of a comeback, although we are slowly building the team and putting pieces in and out. Some of them are temporary, like Luke de Jong, like Adama Traoré. Even I think that Aubameyang is some sort of a temporary deal. Some others are permanent, like Ferran Torres, and we're slowly building the team. The problem, the injuries, guys, the injuries. Today we knew that Lenglet is injured, and again, I was going to say again, but he's not the player that get injured most of the times, but he got injured today, and I think that Barcelona are in a difficult situation, because in terms of defense, we know that Eric Garcia is injured as well, we know that Umtiti is injured as well, and we are in a tense situation, right? So we have Lenglet, we have Eric Garcia, and Umtiti out. That only leaves us with Araujo and Piqué. Also Mingueza, but Mingueza apparently is not counting for Barcelona, and every time he's played, he's created a disaster under Xavi. I think it seems that under Xavi he's a different player, and under Ronald Koeman we were obviously playing with more defenders. It was a 5-man defense, and maybe he was better covered by other people. But that leaves us with a squad for the second half of the season. Difficult squad, I must say, in terms of defense, because in terms of attack, we have an overbooking. We have so many players here in attack, and in fact, if we look at this picture, we can see that in defense we have a lot of players, but if you actually look at the available players, we realize that it's not that easy, right? In the center forward position, Aubameyang, Luke de Jong, and Braithwaite. Luke de Jong is going to be leaving, therefore I wouldn't give him that many minutes now that you have Aubameyang as well. Braithwaite, honestly, I'm sorry, Luke de Jong, Braithwaite, they need to go. Make space for Erling Haaland and Aubameyang. I think it's good. Memphis, you know what? Memphis, I think he can get minutes. The problem is that Memphis Depay is not the player that Xavi wants to play in the wing, because Xavi wants width. Right, so you have Memphis. I'm not so sure. Memphis is not that much of a width player. Abde is more of that kind. In terms of the other side, you have Ferran Torres. I think is going to be a starter for sure. You could see Ferran Torres, Aubameyang, and Adama Traoré starting against Atletico, by the way, on Sunday, 4:15 Spanish time, and Camp Nou, Barça, Atletico de Madrid. In the midfield, we have a good amount of players. The only problem, obviously, is the Busquets replacement. I know Nico can play there. I know Frenkie de Jong can play there. I know even Ricky Puig can play there. But they're not pretty solid in that position, and they're nothing like Busquets, which is pretty impossible to find any replacement. But if I was the one to choose, I would play Frenkie de Jong in that position. In terms of defense, again, guys, Piqué, Araujo are the only ones available, and Mingueza as well, but Mingueza can create problems. And the fullbacks, again, the problem, Alba is the only left back, because Balde, first of all, is injured. Second of all, he's not ready. Alves, 38 years old, not registered for the Europa League. We have Serginho Dest, which is alright, he's like not feeling the vibe, and Sergi Roberto, who's coming back from injury. So guys, I think that Barcelona have a big challenge, that Xavi Hernandez has a big challenge, and we need to qualify for the Champions League, and believe me, I think that we need to win the Europa League. With this team, we can do it. I believe that we can do it. Also, let me know, guys, do you think that we can win the Europa League with this team? If so, do you think it's going to be easy? Do you think it's going to be hard? Let me know in the comments down below. It's always a pleasure to read your opinion, and of course, smash the like button. I put a lot of work into these videos. You guys know how much love I put into it, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications bell if you want to be notified as soon as I release my next video. And as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.